Hey there, it's Delilah. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, a lovely week, a lovely everything, because you deserve it. Look, I have a cat on my shirt. He says you deserve it. Okay, sorry. Don't listen to him. He's weird. Before I get too far into the video, I just want to say, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. I think like 80% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed. Why is that? It's okay, like you don't have to, but if you don't, you're gonna have bad luck for 1,000 years and your mom's gonna have a bad day. I'm just kidding. I'm so joking. Do you guys fall for that? Like, you know those videos that are like, share this video or if you want your mom to have a good day, or like share this video or you're gonna fucking die in a horrible accident. I share them every single time because I have undiagnosed disorders, and then I get more of them on my feed because I share them every time. Like, it's just a vicious cycle. I love opening my phone and it capitalizing on my OCD tendencies. It's really sorry. Yeah, before we get into it, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would really appreciate it. I got one comment that was like, I watch all your videos, but the reason why I'm not subscribed is because you do OF. And so I don't want to subscribe to you. I responded to them and I was like, I mean, I guess I understand. But like, little do y'all know, like, if I made enough money on YouTube to support myself, which obviously a big part of that is gaining subscribers, gaining growth, gaining whatever. If I made enough money on YouTube, I wouldn't do that as my job. I would make this my full-time job. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so if the fact that I do that puts a bad taste in your mouth about me, sorry, the spider nest has grown. If you guys didn't watch my last video, I basically crashed the out because there's a family of, I'm pretty sure, black widow spiders on my balcony.
Hell no, man. What?
And they have a giant like nest colony that has like 500 flies. They're eating good and they're repopulating, actually. They're maintaining their species on my balcony alone. Sorry, what was I saying? If the fact that like what I do also as a job like turns you off from subscribing or supporting me or whatever, just know that supporting my channel would directly impact me potentially being able to quit that job in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways. Today we are going to be looking at the Am I the Asshole subreddit, or as I like to call it, Am I the Butthole? You guys think I'd look cuter without a nose piercing? Hang on. Let me flip it like that. Oh my gosh, no, I look like a who. Never mind. Get that image out of your head. Today we're going to be looking at the Am I the Butthole subreddit. I skimmed through this morning and I've been thinking about this all day while getting ready. We have some good ones to look at, so I'm so excited to look at them with you today. Let's do this, okay? Also, okay, before I get started, I know I said I wasn't gonna make this intro long, I swear to God, I'm not gonna make it too long, but do you guys like my one curtain? Really decorating the place for you. I know, yeah. Hey girl. Oh, you like the way I decorated? Yeah, I kinda got an eye for that stuff with my one curtain. I don't know how to decorate. I moved out on my own. My room used to be so cool, and then I moved out and I kind of had like a aesthetic crisis, I guess. Like, I couldn't make my mind up on like what exactly I wanted to go for, so I just went for nothing. Okay, where do I see my saved? I'm so stupid when it comes to Reddit. I don't want to look at big titty goth girlfriend. I'm in all these like inappropriate subreddits to promote my other page, and so when I just open Reddit, it's like, that's dick and balls on my page right now. That's a big titty goth girlfriend on my page right now, which is fine. Do your thing, Miss Girl, but I'm not looking for that. I don't want that right now. This is my cat, Jaundice. Can cats get jaundice? If so, maybe I should change his name. Maybe I'm like manifesting that for his future. It's a cat on my shirt. What am I talking about? Okay, let's start this doozy. Let's do it. Okay, this one I saved because I read it when I was half asleep this morning and I was so... Oh my gosh. Guys, I read this morning and it was still up, and in the time between a few hours ago when I woke up and now, the original poster deleted it. Should I infringe on their privacy and read it for you guys? Maybe I'll just take a little gander. You know, doesn't make me a bad person. I'm just taking a little look-see. Oh, it only lets me read the title because they deleted it. I'm gonna online bully them now. I'm just kidding. The title of it was, Am I the Butthole for Not Permitting My Landlord's Visiting Partner's Physical Therapy Clients Access to My Ensuite Bathroom? That makes no sense. And when I read it, it didn't make sense. It was something about, like, how their landlord was, like, taking care of, like, homeless orphans, but they weren't letting the homeless orphans use their washroom because they had somebody over that was staying with them, their like sister's brother that had a brain tumor, and so they weren't letting the homeless orphans. I don't know, it was a whole ordeal, but I guess you guys are just gonna have to leave it up for your imagination because they deleted it. You are the butthole. You're the butthole for deleting it. That's my consensus. I hate that I read that this morning, though, and it got me hooked on this storyline about the homeless orphans and the sister's brother with the brain tumor. Like, I genuinely wanted to give my 2 cents. Just edged me. What the heck? More than the big shitty goth girlfriends. Okay, well, let's go on to the next one. Damn. Am I the butthole for making my... Am I the butthole for making my pregnant sister sleep on the couch because my boyfriend didn't feel comfortable giving up our bed? I'm sorry?
Huh?
I'm sorry? Did I misread? Am I having a dyslexia moment? Surely you said, am I the butthole for letting my pregnant sister sleep in our bed and making my husband sleep on the couch? Surely that's what you said, right? Right? That's what you said? No, it's not. No, it's not what they said. They, in fact, did say, am I the butthole for making my pregnant sister sleep on the couch because my boyfriend didn't feel comfortable giving up our bed? So this starts off saying, my sister is 7 months pregnant? I'm trying so hard to not make assumptions and not just immediately title you as the butthole for making your 7-month-old, 7-month-old sister. No, your 7-month pregnant sister sleep on the couch because your husband didn't want it because he felt uncomfortable giving up his bed. My sister is 7 months pregnant and is going through a rough patch with her husband. Wow, I'm so glad you created a warm and welcoming, inviting fucking environment for her. I'm so glad that you did that. That was so nice of you. Okay, no, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. My sister is 7 months pregnant and is going through a rough patch with her husband. She came to stay with my boyfriend for a few days just to get some space. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment and only have 1 real bed in our room. So of course, we let my 7-month pregnant sister sleep in the real bed. End of story. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Just kidding. You guys, yeah. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment. We only have 1 real bed in our room. We have a real nice cloud couch. Oh my gosh. But it may not be ideal for sleeping every night, especially when you're 7, especially because she's 7 months pregnant. Yeah, okay. When she arrived, I offered her the couch. She asked if she could sleep in, oh my god, she asked if she could sleep in our bed and have us take the couch, just for a few nights. I was about to say yes, but my boyfriend immediately jumped in and said he's not comfortable giving up our back because he has a physical construction job and deals with back pain. You know what else causes back pain? Being 7 months pregnant. Did you know that? Were you aware of that? I'm sorry, I did not expect to crash out this early into the video, but like, what in the world am I reading? I was about to say yes, my boyfriend immediately jumped in and said he's not comfortable giving up our bed because he has a physical construction job and deals with back pain. At the moment, I didn't push and I just apologized to her as I didn't want to start a fight with my boyfriend.
Oh my God, bro.
She said it was fine and she was thankful that we were letting her stay at her place anyways. In the back of my mind, I knew that she was hurt and I caught her crying in the bathroom later, which made me feel absolutely horrible. You should! I had a huge argument with my boyfriend and he said that we shouldn't feel guilty since we're letting her stay in our home. Oh, the only place that she has to go. How noble of you. She should be on her knees, you know? Just sucking you both off because you're letting her sleep on your cloud couch. My mom found out and she was furious with me, saying that she's my pregnant sister and she needed comfort from me more than anyone. Now everyone is mad at me. But I also can't argue with my boyfriend since our shared space and we have agreed on certain boundaries in our home.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Surely you guys didn't prior discuss the boundary of, you guys didn't get in a relationship, move in together, and then have a conversation. He was like, oh yeah, by the way, if your sister gets pregnant and she's being mistreated at home and she needs to sleep with us, I need to preemptively set this boundary that she will not be allowed to sleep in our bed. Like, he just pulled that out of his booty hole. You know? Am I the butthole for not making my pregnant sister more of a priority in this situation? Yes! Yeah, you are. Like, your boyfriend can literally cry me a fucking river. Take a fucking Tylenol. Can you take Tylenol when you're pregnant? Let me Google this. Acetaminophen, like Tylenol, is generally considered safe, but overall, like, it's best to use it at the lowest dose for the shortest possible time. So, like, your boyfriend can take some sort of pain medication for a couple nights without any potential implications or effects on an unborn child, right? She can't. So, sleep on the couch and take a freaking Tylenol. Let's read the comments. Someone said not the asshole. You're also going to hell. Oh, this person said not the asshole. And then responded to the quote of her saying, I caught her crying in the bathroom later. She's 7 months pregnant and might be looking down the barrel at a divorce. If she doesn't divorce, then she still has to deal with whatever is wrong with her marriage. She's effectively homeless at the moment. She has bigger things to cry over than sleeping on the couch. Yeah, but why are we exasperating her? Did I use that word correctly? To make it worse. Okay, yes. Technically, if my sister was 7 months pregnant, potentially going through a divorce, going through a rough patch in her marriage, and she had to sleep at my home, I could punch her in the face. And if she were to cry about it, I mean, you have bigger issues to deal with, honey poo. Why are you crying about a little punch to the jaw? Like, technically she does have bigger issues than sleeping on the couch, but why are we kicking her while she's down and not giving her a comfortable environment to stay? Like, she was literally just like secretly crying in the bathroom later on. She wasn't even trying to cry to like put on a show or like be manipulative or whatever. Like, she was literally crying like secretly, like trying not to be a bother. And then people in the comment section are calling her an asshole for crying. You guys are insane! Someone said, ever heard the phrase straw that broke the camel's back? It might have been that she's carrying all the stress and trying to stay strong, but this one simple thing finally made her crack. I've literally cried over spilt milk because I had a day of everything going wrong, holding it together until the one thing finally made me crack. Like, yeah, like, it's not like she was in the washroom actively, like, crying, saying, like, I can't believe I have to sleep on the couch. Like, she could have been crying about literally nothing that had to do with the couch. Guys, I think I've lost my fucking mind reading these comments. What am I reading? This person said, you're the asshole for not immediately vetoing, which, by the way, I just Googled what that meant, and it exercised a veto against a decision or proposal. So basically, like, going against. Like, you're the asshole for not immediately going against your sister's request and making your boyfriend be the bad guy to your family. Shame on you. The request was inappropriate, full stop. The request to sleep in the bed from the 7-month pregnant sister was inappropriate, is this person's opinion. They said, you're the asshole not because you told your boyfriend to suck it up because she's 7 months pregnant. Not to mention, like, I would be so worried letting my 7-month pregnant sister sleep on the couch. Like, I've fallen asleep on the couch and woken up on the floor. Like, I would be so worried about that. Someone else said, as someone who is 9 months pregnant, I agree. It was not okay for her to even ask. OP should have immediately said no, with no apology. Asking for a couple to give up their bed is just so out of pocket. Guys, please comment down below what your thoughts are on this. You don't have to agree with me. But like, have I fucking lost my mind? Am I the only one with a little heart? Like, I don't know. To me, like, if my pregnant family member needs something from me, like, no questions asked, like, oh my God. Have you guys all lost your mind? Have you guys all lost your mind?
Huh?
This person said, you're the asshole for expecting your boyfriend to give up his bed and being annoyed that he said no. Am I crazy? Like, am I, like... No, I don't even care what the comments say. I'm, like, so standing on this. If my sister, 7 months pregnant, 10 months, that would be, like, way over. Like, you need to give birth. If my sister, 7 months pregnant, came to me, and my fuck-ass husband... okay, my sister, 7 months pregnant, came to me. Oh my gosh, going through a divorce, my boyfriend really sucks. I'm homeless, and I'm pregnant. Can I stay with you guys? Can I please sleep in your bed for a couple days because I'm 7 months pregnant? Because I'm 7 months pregnant and I'm in a little bit of pain, to put it lightly. So do you think I could take the bed? And I'm like, yeah, no, of course, no problem. And my boyfriend goes, no. Halt right there, Missy. I work a physical construction job and I deal with back pain and I would punch my boyfriend in the face. No, I wouldn't. Physical violence is not the answer. That would make everything worse. I don't. I'm just losing my mind reading these comments. Like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. I was trying to see if I could find a single comment that agreed with me. But the only people that are saying that she is the butthole are the people that are like, you're the butthole for even considering being nice and letting her have your bed without consulting with your boyfriend first. So, maybe I'm like a people pleaser or something. I personally, like, don't see sleeping on the couch as a big deal. So I would be willing to do that to provide a more comfortable and welcoming space for my sibling. Like, I don't know. You guys, please, I need to hear what you guys think about this, because have I lost it? Every single person in the comment section here is completely disagreeing with me. Also, you guys are allowed to disagree with me too, but like, do y'all get what I'm saying at least? Because like, to me, that's like a no-brainer. Like, oh, a little bit of back pain, construction job. Like, she's 7 months pregnant. Like, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Okay. I saved this one. This isn't even an Am I the Butthole post, but I came across this subreddit called Petty Revenge. And the title of this one is, you want to steal my lunch? Eat my period. And of course I had to save it. I don't know. My first Am I the Butthole video, I somehow ended up on the r/nicotine pouch subreddit. So like, I guess this is just my thing now, like stumbling upon some crazy submissions from other subreddits. r/petty revenge. Titled, you want to steal my lunch? Eat my period. That's kind of metal. It's kind of sick. Eat my period. Okay, this is a classic story. Oh yes, classic. Eat my period. This is a classic story about the asshole who steals food from the work refrigerator. It was about 10 years ago. At least twice a week, my homemade lunch would disappear from the fridge. The theft had the decency to not take the box, which I found empty or almost empty every time. Hey dude, get a lock. The thief had the decency to not take the box, which I found empty or almost empty every time. I was new and quickly discovered by talking to my colleagues that it was the work of a misogynistic jerk to whom I obviously didn't get along with. He wasn't new to this. The management never did anything.
Huh?
Okay, well, do you guys have HR? Oh, okay, let's keep reading. Fine, I'm a petty person and I have time to spare. I started bringing decoy lunches, like the fake ones they give kids, like the fucking plastic ass hamburgers. I started bringing decoy lunches that I put in the fridge, and I would eat a sandwich that didn't need to be refrigerated. Well, that's unfortunate. You shouldn't have to alter like what you want to eat because this person keeps stealing your food and management isn't doing anything. After 2 weeks, I started talking to everyone, including him. Oh, so you knew who it was. About this new wellness method I had discovered and was following to the letter, collecting my menstrual blood to eat it. I even showed a video on my phone where I was preparing the meal and emptying my menstrual cup into it. I am well aware of the several risks associated with getting into contact with someone else's blood, so rest assured that it was not true. I wanted to get him to believe it. It is possible, however, that he ate my feet's dead skin, ... Anyways, he took a week off after that, and our shared fridge became a safe place to store our food.
Wait a damn minute.
You're actually a hero! Wait, okay, when I skimmed over this, for some reason I thought that she genuinely was, like, bringing lunches in which she put her period blood into the like fucking tomato sauce on her pizza and letting him literally eat her period blood. But no, she was just like faking it, like just saying like that's incredible. I mean, you did have to tell all of your coworkers that you were eating your own period blood, so that may have had a bit of a social implication on you, but hopefully you told them, like, by the way, guys, like, go along with this. I'm gonna try to scare this guy out of stealing our lunches. Like, you know, hopefully your reputation didn't have to go down as the crazy chick that eats her own period blood. She did say, though, that it is possible that he ate her feet's dead skin. That's disgusting and absurd. I don't agree with actually, like, putting any form of bodily fluid, bodily whatever into your food so that he ate it. I mean, like, I don't want to say he had it coming. That is pretty shameless what he was just doing. Just going into the break room like, what shall I eat today? And just looking through everyone's lunches is crazy. Wow, that had a happy ending. Okay, I thought she was genuinely making him eat her period blood. Which in that case I would have said, no, maybe talk to the guy first. But no, she was just faking it. You are a genius and a diva, and I aspire to be half of the man that you are. Neither of us are men. You might be. I don't know what you identify as.
Bruh.
Anyways, we're gonna go back to Am I the Butthole? Maybe we should, if you guys want me to dive into the r/petty revenge subreddit, I'm very intrigued by what I've read so far. Let me know. Am I the butthole for telling my son his girlfriend needs to shower more or move out? Oh, great heavens. Okay, let's read this one. I, 45 female, am okay with my adult son, 23 male, living at home to save money. Recently, his girlfriend, 27? She's old as hell. Okay. Damn. She's really taking all the L's. 27, doesn't have her own place, and she fucking stinks. According to this, she fucking reeks. Okay, let's read this. I'm okay with my adult son living at home to save money. Recently, his girlfriend, 27 female, moved in. She has a very active job, and she has a job, that's good. And half the time she only showers in the morning. She smells like old sweat, and when she comes home, she lets herself smell like that until the morning. My husband, teenage daughter, and I are sick of it. So I told my son his girlfriend needs to shower more or needs to move out. I mean, it's a good thing you didn't tell her that to her face, because that automatically, no matter what the situation is fucking brutal. My son called me controlling, mean, and a busybody.
Huh?
What does that even... Doesn't that just mean you do a lot of things? Busybody, meaning a meddling or a prying person. I've been misinterpreting the meaning of that my whole life.
But what the hell, what?
My autistic ass. I thought busybody meant that, like, you get a lot of things done. Oh, well, I may have accidentally insulted some people before using that term. Damn, what the heck? Oh, that's so embarrassing. No. My son called me controlling, mean, and a busybody. Am I the butthole? So, I'm gonna give my take before I read these. I don't know, I feel like you do come off as like a little bit of a bully, because like there's absolutely no way, unless she literally has some like medical problem, there's no way that she smells that bad if she does shower every single day. Maybe like provide some nice soaps. I don't know. Is there a holiday coming up? I don't think it's offensive for a holiday if, like, you know, my parents would do this. They would gift us like, you know, some nice like body washes and stuff like that. Like maybe gift that to her. Or maybe she's just not washing properly, because if she's showering every single day, even if you're like sweating and being active at work, like I don't see how that could smell that bad. I think there are some ways before your son humiliates his girlfriend by being like, by the way, everybody thinks that you stink. Yeah, everybody thinks that you're stinky, bitch. Everybody thinks that you're a stinky little sweaty, disgusting little bitch. A stinky, smelly little, ew, pee, ew. That's what everybody thinks when you walk by. And like, you know, there's some more subtle things that maybe could be done. I feel like this might be a bit of a tactic to like, I don't know. I feel like there has to be some negative feelings or something that you have against her. You know, maybe you like don't like the fact that she moved in with you guys, so like you're trying to look for a reason to kick her out, because like I said, like if she's actively showering every day, there's no reason why she should smell, unless you're like all up in her business, like sniffing her. Like she shouldn't have like an odor, you know, green aura with flies protruding from her that you standing multiple feet away from her can smell. Like, I really feel like you have to be exaggerating. I know that the comments are gonna disagree with me because people are taking this at face value and they're gonna be like, well, if she stinks, she needs to shower more. But I feel like there's no way. Like, there's no way that it can be that bad. And like, I don't know. It feels so mean that like you went behind her back. Like, you're like the mother-in-law that people talk about. But like, you went behind her back to your husband and your teenage daughter and you were like, does she fucking smell, guys, or is it just me? She fucking stink fest over here, right? Like, I don't know. Like, that just feels so fucked up. Okay. This person said, what? So her coworkers have to smell her nasty ass all day? Shower before and after. It's not brain surgery. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't understand how some people manage to successfully stay alive. A lot of people don't shower twice a day. Do you guys shower twice a day? I mean, cool for you if you do. I don't even think it's good for you to shower twice a day. This person said, imagine reeking so badly it affects everyone in the house. Okay, first of all, why are we like shaming? Like, I don't know. People get really passionate about this topic and it leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Like, this person said, imagine reeking so badly that it affects everyone in the house. I'm shocked your son doesn't have an issue with it. Yeah, that's why I'm assuming that it's probably not as bad as the OP is kind of claiming that it is. Yeah, this person said, generally not the butthole, but your approach seems to be pretty cold to hot. Like nothing. No mentions, then suddenly, shower more or she's kicked out. Where was the progression? I think it's valid to request her to shower more, but seemingly first and the only request being an ultimatum with getting the threat of being kicked out seems unnecessary. I agree with that. And some people are also saying that it would be better if she were to shower after work. Like, if she only wanted to shower once a day, like, it'd be better for her to shower after work instead of before work. There's definitely some ways to hint at that. This person said, not the butthole. Your adult son needs to understand it's your house and your rules. I'd even tell her she smells bad myself and she needs to shower. If they don't like it, they can live somewhere else. You're an asshole. I can tell you that. That's crazy. What the heck? She doesn't know. She's not actively choosing to smell. If somebody smells, they probably either A, like, are dealing with like a water insecurity issue, maybe a mental health problem, whatever. But like, if somebody smells, it's either that or they don't know. It's crazy to just jump to like, I would tell her myself and then I'd kick her to the curb. Maybe she's not showering twice a day because she like wants to be a nice guest in your house. She doesn't want to like use up your water. Like, you don't know why she's not. Like, are you the butthole? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I found a subreddit while I was looking at these. I'm gonna stop doing posts from different subreddits, but this one was just funny. It's called Am I the Butt Face? And like, I know that I say am I the butthole, which like admittedly is a stupid thing to say, but am I the
butt face is
so funny. Like, why is that a thing? And then this one's just titled, Am I the butt face for food tempering? Romantic. Am I the butthole for food tempering? Asterix. Gone romantic, gone sexual. Found the love of my life because I tempered with her food. We're not gonna read that one, but like, I just thought that was funny. Food tampering? Romantic? Am I the butthole for smoking on my patio? Let's see. I live in an apartment with a patio. I'm on the first floor and my neighbor's right above me on the second, with our kitchen window basically over my patio. Smoking is allowed in the building and even inside my apartment, but I'd rather not smoke indoors because it makes the walls yellow, so I go outside to smoke on my patio. The issue is my neighbor won't stop complaining about it. Yeah, because you're blowing your fucking cigarette into her kitchen.
What the hell?
We tried talking to her and I told her that I get the smell isn't great, so I've been smoking at the very edge of my patio as far away from her window as I can. I mean, at least you're trying. But she still keeps kicking off about it. Like, I get that she doesn't like it, but this is my place and the building allows smoking. I told her a few times already, I'm genuinely trying. I smoke away from her window. I even burn incense, but at the end of the day, I'm allowed to. Maybe don't burn, maybe just don't make it worse. Like, now it just smells like musk incense in a cigarette. Like, that's not, I don't think that helps very much. Honestly, it's getting tiring. I know it bothers her, but I'm within my rights and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Meanwhile, she regularly yells at me when I'm having a cigarette, calling me an asshole and whatever. So am I the butthole? I kind of love your guys' little dynamic. It's so like I feel like you guys like live in New York and she's like, what are you doing now, Nat? That's a really bad accent. I don't know, like, it's just, like, it's so silly. Because this isn't, like, a huge deal. Although, I feel that lady's pain a little bit because almost every night when I'm trying to go to sleep, I think fucking Snoop Dogg is under me because he blows smoke. And I get it, he's probably trying to be nice by blowing smoke out of his window, but it just directly blows into my face. In through my window into my face while I'm trying to sleep. Damn, this is a really hard one. Should just get a vape. Don't be a fucking pussy. Get a fucking vape, bro. What are you doing? Smoking cigarettes in the big 2025? Where's your watermelon ice conundrum fuck tropical storm pussy? God, the hell? You're a loser. Are you the asshole? No, but you're a fucking pussy, am I right, brother? Okay. What are people saying? This legal and allowed, sure, but you're the asshole. They can enjoy their patio or have peace or have their windows open for airflow without your cancer smoke. Take your bad choices elsewhere. Interesting take. This person said except he's paying for the same space the same way that they are. I'm not a smoker and I don't want to smell it either, but this level of entitlement is whack. And they got 4 down votes. There's some interesting nuance on this post. Actually, some okay takes on Reddit. What the heck? So you draw the line at a 7-month pregnant woman sleeping on the couch, but this guy's allowed to chain smoke cigarettes into this elderly woman above him's face. I'm just kidding. I don't think he's the butthole. Okay, so here's the conversation. Majority of buildings where I live are strictly non-smoking. Balconies, patios, parking lots included. You can't even vape on the property. If they find weed legal, we're in Canada, you'll be evicted. Oh, hey, shout out. You'll be evicted. I'd imagine smoke-free properties are available where they live. It's easier to find one of those to live in if smoke bothers you. This is entirely on property management. If something is allowed, people are going to do it. So basically they're saying, like, OP's neighbor that's bothered should just move if it bothers her so much. And then somebody commented in response and said, this was the argument that a lot of people used back when smoking in bars was being banned, particularly as it related to exposure to employees, which that makes so much sense. I never even thought about it that way. Like, to me, I was like, oh, smoking in bars was banned because that's disgusting and who wants to smell a cigarette while they're trying to eat or whatever. But that makes so much sense. Literally, the employees would have no choice but to just have multiple cigarettes
blown in their face every day.
Anyways, this is the argument a lot of people used back when smoking in bars was banned, particularly as it related to exposure to employees. If it bothers you so much, why don't you just work at a different bar? The problem is that people don't always have as much choice as they'd like as to where they work or live. I imagine if this place allows smoking, it's more on the affordable end for her housing. If you find out it's really bothering someone and you continue to expose them to it, then that's an asshole move no matter what you're technically allowed to do. These are some good points. This person said, Can't she just close her window? Can't OP just walk away from the building? So the neighbor can't enjoy their patio or airflow because they want to smoke? Smoking isn't a once in a while hobby either, so it's very bothersome. You don't know if the neighbor has health issues that smoke aggravate. What do you guys think? Like, technically, yes, like it is a building that you're allowed to smoke in. And if you're a smoker, it might be annoying to be like, oh, I'd like to enjoy a cigarette. Time to put on my boots and go all the way outside. I think if it were me, I'd probably just start smoking in my room, or I would just start vaping and not be a fucking pussy. Just kidding. You guys tell me what you think. I cannot definitively say whether or not they're the butthole. Okay, we have how many more? Two more. Are we making good time? I don't know. Editing Delilah, how's it going? Am I talking too much? Probably. Okay. Okay, I didn't even read this one, but it's just titled, Am I the butthole for not giving a fuck about how my husband feels? Like, you kind of sound like one. I don't know. Okay. My husband did $100,000 worth of work for my grandparents for free, meaning that they only paid for materials and zero labor. He's a construction worker, so it was hard work by himself. My husband was willing to do the work in exchange of abandoning our highly expensive apartment to staying at my grandparents' house. My grandparents said that they're willing to give him a section of the house that we built plus the room closet to us for $600 a month. That's super cheap. My husband is huffing and puffing because he believes he should be able to stay there for free for the amount of work he did. Also, we're only planning on staying there for 10 months so we can save enough money to buy land on the beach, and then we're long gone. So let me explain what he did so you guys can properly assess the situation. Okay, thank you, Miss Girl. He re-roofed 1,800 square feet of the house, demolished 600 square feet of the home, and rebuilt it from the ground up. For the 600 square feet that he built, he had to add a bathroom, install a toilet tub, vanity plumbing, AC, electric breaker, 10 electrical sockets, 4 windows, 2 doors, 10 I so desperately want to show you a picture of the place before, but to maintain confidentiality, I can't. I'm telling him $600 is a huge steal, but he keeps saying that for the amount of work that he did, it should be free. What do y'all think? I think in general, y'all should have talked about this with the grandparents before, and you wouldn't be in this predicament. Okay, this says, edit. My grandparents do not speak English. They're from a different country and have been in this country for over 40 years. I don't think they know any better because they're used to people doing work for them for little to nothing. They don't really know the value of things, literally. Their house is not paid off and they struggle to pay the bills because they accidentally signed a piece of paper that prolonged the mortgage and increased the monthly payment. No! They also live in Florida, so the electricity bill is on another level. My grandma is highly disabled and has to go to dialysis 4 times a week, and my grandpa has to do every single thing for her, so they are unable to work. Even when my grandparents used to work and take care of 7 of us, they were only getting paid $4 an hour. The money they got to get all this work done was from insurance because the house was in such bad condition, not because they're rich. We're bringing in way more money than our grandparents, to the point where we are saving over $4,000 a month after bills and leisure. He was doing other jobs while doing my grandparents, so I made an extra few grand from other jobs while doing my grandparents' job. Also, we have a 1-year-old and another child on its way, so it's not just me and my husband. Yeah, the 1-year-old are surely bringing in a lot of money. Sorry. We have a 1-year-old and another child on the way, so it's not just me and my husband. I've been on bed rest because of this pregnancy, and if it wasn't for them cooking all my meals and babysitting the baby, we would lose our minds. This is the perspective I'm looking from. Is it wrong? No, $600 if you guys are making a lot of money and your grandparents don't have a lot of money and they're actively doing extra work, cooking for you guys, helping with the child. I mean, I think it sucks if your husband didn't know that was part of the deal. That should have been discussed. I know your grandparents speak a different language, but can you speak to them? Because that should have been discussed beforehand. This should not be a predicament that you're in. This person said, you're the asshole for the title alone. And the title is kind of funny. You're the asshole for the title alone, as well as devaluing your husband's work and supporting your grandparents' renege on their original offer. $6,000 in rent is a pittance compared. What the fuck is wrong with Redditors? Okay, let me look up what renege means. Go back on a promise. So let me read that in this context. You're the asshole for the title alone, devaluing your husband's work and supporting your grandparents going back on their original offer. Was their original offer that he could live there for free? No. They never said that. So $6,000 rent is pittance. Okay, let me Google pittance. Very small or inadequate amount of money. $6,000 in rent is pittance compared to what he's given them, and it is audaciously rude that they're demanding this and you're supporting it. Your grandparents sound like users. I think they just like live in a different culture. Like chill out, like these sweet old people that don't even speak English. Okay, maybe she is the butthole because he did do a lot of work for free. And I'm gonna assume he was under the impression that he could live there for free. That's the only thing that makes sense. So if he was under the impression that he could live there for free and then all of a sudden he like does so much work, charges them nothing, and then when it's finally done, they're like, give me $600. Give me $600, please. And the whole reason why they want to live there is to save up some money. It's not like it's charging the grandparents for them to live there. Yeah, I guess I agree that he shouldn't have to pay because he did so much work for literally free. And if it wasn't for him, they would be in even worse of a financial situation because they would have had to pay someone to do it. Okay, I guess you're the butthole. That one wasn't very exciting, but the title really got me. Let's do one more. This one is titled, see, I'm falling victim to all these titles. This one's titled, Am I the Butthole for Saying That
Bruh.
Girl, learn how to spell. That I thought my sister's wedding was immature and trashy. That's I wish the camera showed the cat on my shirt properly. Just looks so angry. Oh wait, his nose was like, oh wait. Okay. Am I the butthole for saying that I thought my sister's wedding was immature and trashy? Of course not. Speak your truth. Go on. My sister, 26 female, got married last month, and I, 29 female, thought everything went okay. She had a beautiful venue, but I thought her wedding was a bit trashy. Okay, keep it to yourself. Like what? Her dress was beautiful, if cheap. It was a midi dress with off-the-shoulder sleeves. I advised her to cover her arms because she got a patchwork tattoo sleeve on her left arm, and I asked her if she really wanted a mouse in a party hat or a cowboy cap in her wedding photos. Hell fucking yeah. She got the tattoo of a fucking mouse in a party hat, so yeah, it's gonna be in the damn photos. It's a damn party in this bitch. To which she said, I think it'll look sick as hell. Hell yeah, I agree, bitch. I think it will look sick as hell. Like, what? Why is it even your place to comment on whether or not she should cover up her tattoos? Like, you think she didn't think of that? There kind of is. Like, as if you were to be like, oh, by the way, like, you have a mouse in a party hat on your arm. And she were to be like, like, you know what I mean? Like, she knows that it's there. Like, she said, I think it'll look sick as hell. She looked beautiful on her wedding day aside from her tattoos and a bit of rodent pee that she got on her dress. How did she do that? This is when she insisted on taking pictures with her babies. Aw, she took pictures with, like, I guess she has animals or whatever, so they peed on her. That's unfortunate, but, you know. Then for the reception, she ordered pizza and had a Walmart sheet cake. Sick. Why? So she could spend money on a bounce house and a ball pit. Hell f***ing yeah, I want to be your sister's best friend. She sounds like a fun f***ing lady who clearly doesn't care about all your pretentious bullshit. Order yourself a fancy f***ing lobster if that's what tickles your fancy, but like, she's gonna have her pizza and her Walmart sheet cake while she's fucking drunk in the ball pit. Motherfucker. So, like, I thought the worst part of her wedding is that she didn't allow kids to come. Hell yeah, that sounds sick. Ball pit in a bounce house for the adults is awesome. Like, what the fuck? I thought the worst part of her wedding is that she didn't allow kids to come to save money, and because, in her words, kids can be attention whores. And she's fucking right. So I had to pay $100 for a sitter, and in addition, $200 I gave them as a wedding gift. I mean, you chose to buy them a $200 wedding gift.
Bruh.
And like, okay, yeah, like if there's not kids allowed at an event, you have to get a sitter. Like, that's kind of just tough soap there, bud. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's trying to have the time of her f***ing life, and she doesn't want little kids there like screaming and shit. That's okay. That's totally your right to do. So, I mean, if I got married one day, is it evil to say that I wouldn't want kids at my wedding? I think the only reason why people allow kids at their wedding is because A, they have their own kids, or B, they don't want to be like rude or insensitive to their friends or family that have kids. I don't think anybody really wants kids at their wedding. Like, it's not like, oh, there's a 6-year-old here that's fucking screaming and getting their snotty nose all over everything. Like, this is awesome. This is really elevating the vibes. I don't dislike kids, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I'm not particularly like Hell yeah. Kids. It would be alarming if I was. Anyways. At the end of the night, she had a bunch of party guests ended up jumping into the pool at her hotel because she thought it would be fun, and she bribed the night manager at the hotel to open the pool again so they could swim for a bit, which I thought was rude. That's sick! So her wedding dress and her husband's suit was ruined from that. You do realize that they went in the pool at their own will after drunkenly eating their Walmart pizza and sheet cake and bouncing on the bouncy castle and hopping into the ball pit. They fucking bribed the night manager to open the pool so they could all swim in their fucking wedding clothes. This is the sickest night ever. Do you hate fun? Yesterday we were going through the photos and she said that she had the time of her life and everything went perfect. It sounds like it. I mentioned I thought it was a bit immature.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I suppose the ball pit was, you know, a bit immature in my opinion. Who the fuck are you? Are you the Queen of England? Loosen the fuck up. Even if it's not your vibe, it's not your place to fucking say that. You're such a pretentious asshole. You are the asshole. I haven't even finished reading. Okay. Yesterday we were going through the photos. She said that she had the time of her life and everything went perfect. I mentioned to her that I thought it was a bit immature and she said that I was just a stick in the mud. Yeah, and she was right. And that if I could let loose for 5 minutes, I could have had fun too. Yeah, she's right. I tried to show her where I was coming from, but her husband stepped in and said if I didn't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't say anything at all. And that even his 5th grade students knew that. And he coped with that. I didn't say anything else about it, but what she said still kind of hurts. What? You're the one that had to meddle and give your shitty opinion about what she considers fun. Nobody asked you to do that. So how are you gonna get offended and for you to be like, how dare she? How dare she? So rude. And I'm an asshole for saying that I thought my sister's wedding was immature and trashy. And they spelt thought wrong again. For someone that's so prestigious, you don't even know how to fucking spell a simple word. This has to be rage bait. Like, I don't see the point of posting rage bait on Reddit. Is this actually your person? Are you actually this insufferable? There was a hair on that. The fuck? Someone said, yep, the only thing that was truly trashy at the wedding that we know of was OP. Got him! Got him! She said that she had the time of her life and everything went perfect. You're the butthole. The only goal at the wedding was to Brathwaite Estates Improvement District. That can't, surely that can't be right. Oh, it's spelt with an E at the end. Is this a word? Oh, Google just auto-corrected it to bride. I don't think this is a word. We've gotten so deep into the Reddit hole that we are now running into words that don't even fucking exist.
What the hell?
Let's pretend this is a word. You're the asshole. The only goal at the wedding is that the... Oh, wait, she did mean to say bride. Oh my... Maybe I'm... She said the only goal at the wedding is that the bride and groom, and I read the misspelling of bride, and I was like, what does this word mean? Okay, let's pretend that, let's just reread that. You're the asshole. The only goal at the wedding was that the bride and groom gets the party they wanted. They got it, which makes their wedding perfect. Your mean judgments were not welcome, and you owe them both an apology for trying to convince them that you're objectively right and that their party was actually crap. The husband was spot on. Even 10-year-olds know how to keep their bullying to themselves better than you. Period. OP, listen to this comment, please. How could you rain on her parade like that? You're the asshole. That's exactly what it was. Even if it wasn't your taste, even if you favor something more classy and more da-da-da-da-da, as if we all don't live on a fucking floating rock that's hurtling through space, and nothing actually really matters, so eat your fucking pizza and your sheet cake and bounce in your fucking bouncy castle and swim in that fucking pool. But whatever. Even if that's not your taste. Because you have bad taste. Even if that's not your taste, there's no point in sharing your opinion because nobody fucking asked. And you're weird and judgy. This person said, you're the asshole. She didn't ask for your opinion, and it was too late to change anything anyways. She had the wedding she wanted, not the one that you wanted. You apparently want her to be ashamed of her tattoos. Why? I don't really understand what was rude about arranging her guests to have a late night swim. Because you didn't want to? Sorry, but I agree with your sister. You are a stick in the mud. Not sure why it would hurt you to be told that you're a stick in the mud since you spent so much effort to make it clear. Whoop-bam! Yeah, like to turn around and be like, that really hurt my feelings that they would call me a stick in the mud. Like, don't be one then, if the shoe fits. What is that audio? If the boot fits. What did you say? If the boot fits. And it does in this case. Okay guys, that is it. Let's do my comment shout out. If you guys don't know, every week I give you guys a little topic to comment on at the end of the video to tell me that you watched this video until the end. Last week I reacted to the
let's hear it for the man of the year. Ooh.
I reacted to that trend on TikTok. If you haven't seen last week's video, please go watch it, but I digress. And I asked people to share their man of the year stories.
And yeah, so if you don't know, I told people to comment about their stories or comment about that topic last week, and I pick one of the comments and I give that person a shout out for watching the video until the end of the week. After I read this one, I'm going to tell you guys what to comment about this week, and I will give the next person a comment shout out.
You feel me? You understand? Makes sense? Okay. Let's take a look at the comments. Shut up, lady. This one says, my ex-girlfriend opened up Tinder in front of me and started swiping. What leads up to that? Like, we're all just like chilling, like laying beside each other, and she's just like on her phone, and then just like muscle memory starts swiping on Tinder. What leads to that? That is, I was gonna say that's kind of a diss. It's not, but like imagine if you were in a fight with someone, like in your relationship, and you're just like, whatever, and you just start swiping on Tinder. She shouldn't have Tinder on her phone though. Like, whether or not, like, I'm not justifying her. I'm just saying that that's shameless and a little bit funny in concept, but it did actually happen to you, so that's not funny at all. It's really horrible. Oh my god, sorry, I had a visceral reaction to that. Oh my god, Almond Girl, I'm so sorry, what the heck? I'm so sorry, Almond Girl 86. You deserve your little, pecan girl, peanut girl, your little cream, not cream girl, like, oh, I was thinking of like prayer lines and cream. What am I saying? Okay, you deserve someone that doesn't suck. That doesn't suck major balls. But thank you for watching the full video. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. I'm sorry that that happened. That's icky. Everybody, shout out to Almond Girl 86. I love you. I appreciate you. By the way, anybody that's already gotten a comment shout out from me, you can still participate in these. I'll happily give you guys shout outs more than once. I mean, some of my videos hardly even get any comments. So like, oh my gosh, I've been getting comments for several weeks saying to do a video of viewer confessions, and it's been like the same type of comment. Like, it's been like, oh, your personality would really suit doing a viewer confessions video, and then another comment saying the exact same thing. Is this the same person that just really needs to get something off of their chest, and they're just commenting on multiple accounts that I should do a viewer confession video? Because I've gotten so, like, it's so specific that I'm like, is there something you need to tell us? Like, or is that something you guys want to see from me? I happily would. Don't get me wrong. It just like, I got like 2 in a row completely random comments that like were kind of written the exact same way. And I was like, is this the same person? They just like really need to tell me something. You guys can let me know down below if you want me to do a video like that. I don't really know if I have enough subscribers that I would get more than 2 confessions from this person in their alt account. Sorry, I don't mean to diss this person. No, I love you. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the suggestion. I'm very open to suggestions, and that's why I'm talking about it. It was just funny that there was 2 of a very similar comment, but if you guys want that video from me, I can totally do that. I think that's all. If you guys want a shout out in next week's video, please leave a comment about, I don't know, do you guys have any wedding stories? Have you guys been to any fun weddings? Have you guys been to any weddings with a bouncy castle and Walmart sheet cake and pizza? Because that's fucking sick. Tell me some wedding stories. Tell me anything just pertaining to that. I'd love to hear it. And I will give you a shout out in the next video. And as always, that's it. Okay. Sorry, I got like scared to end it right then and there because I was like, whoa, am I actually ending this video without yapping for 30 minutes? But I guess I don't have anything else to say. So as always, I'll see you next Tuesday. As always, leave a like and comment and subscribe. And leave a like and comment, especially because it's good for the algorithm. Okay, thank you. As always, I'll see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.